Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the Electric Israeli and FSD. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and help me change the world one electric car at a time. Please support this channel on Patreon. If you are in the market to buy a Tesla car, please use my referral code. Thank you for all of those who have. And as always, this video is sponsored by EVBase. Awesome. In the last earnings call, Elon Musk uttered it, said it purposefully. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But basically, Elon Musk said the cheap Model Y, the cheap Tesla car is going to be a Model Y. Now, it's supposed to start now, okay? But because of the tax incentives are going to go away at the end of September, and it's a great time to buy, I always say that, inventory, because you get even better discount. We need to find $7,500 of savings. And Elon Musk said it's going to be a Tesla Model Y. So I've been following this guy, DJ, on X, and he made a very interesting list with actual numbers of how can you save between $75,000 to $10,000 on a Tesla Model Y. And here's this, I give him credit. Let's take a look at what he says that you can save. Smaller battery, less range, $2,000 saving. No light bar, $600 saving. Single pane windows, $700 saving. Glass roof delete, $800 saving. If you remember, the original Tesla Model S in 2012 did not have a glass roof. No rear screens, $400 savings. Less speakers, that's what they did in the Cybertruck, 7 instead of 17, $300 saving. Manual trunk, $200 saving. Textile cloth, which is actually, I like textile cloth, $800 saving. Ambient lighting, no ambient lighting, $200 saving. No rear heated seats or ventilated front seats, $700 saving. No front truck storage, that's, I don't know about that, but let's be that as it may, $100 saving. And no front camera, $150 saving. And smaller, more basic wheel design, $800 saving. And based on his napkin math, he estimated a minimum of this will save $7,800, which is basically the cost of the base model, just enough to offset the loss of the EV tax credit. Depending on how those parts valued, could be up to $10,000. So if we go to the Tesla Model Y right now, the cash prices is after the federal tax incentive. Okay, so in America we have two models: the long range rear-wheel drive for $35,999, let's say $36,000, and we have the long range all-wheel drive for $40,000. Now we do not have the base model with the LFP batteries because they come from China, unless Tesla is going to start producing them in the United States, and that will be included here. So what I'm saying is this: to get to this price, just to this price, with all of these downgrades, as you say, will be $35,000, $36,000. If you find $10,000 savings, you can go down to $32,000. Would that be so freaking amazing? Now take that and apply it to Model 3, because Tesla already did it with the Cybertruck, $10,000 off for many things that they took. The Model 3 right now in the United States, we have three models, three options: $33,490, okay, $38,490, and the performance $45,990. Okay, so I care about the basic one, $33,490. This is after the tax incentive. You save $10,000. Now you have a $30,000 car. That is fantastic. Now the question is this where a Tesla go? Before I tell you my opinion, I just want to give a shout out to my awesome sponsor, EVBase, where I buy all of my accessories for my Tesla cars, my 4 Teslas that I own, whether it's the tire rim cover, whether it's the mat, whether it's the storage, everything I buy from them. They are amazing. Use my referral code, my link, and you'll get at least 10% off or more. Thank you, EVBase. So should Tesla do this? I tell you why absolutely yes, and I tell you, Elon Musk basically said that. First of all, you don't have to redesign your production line. You don't have to design. Let me give you an example. I used to, before EVs, I used to buy only Ford cars. I had a Ford Mustang during my midlife crisis. I had, and then once I had kids, we had two kinds of Ford. Ford Explorer 7-seat or Ford Explorer 7-seat or Ford Explorer. That's the only cars we bought. Okay? And then EVs came and then the world changed. If you think about all the lineup of Ford, what are the most sold cars that Ford has? Is the Ford F-150 pickup truck and the Ford Explorer. Now they do have other models, but that's the bread and butter of Ford. That's what they do. Yes, they have Mustangs, they have these, they have all kinds of things, but that's what they do. Tesla cars, look at all of their deliveries. Throughout their history, what are the two cars that they sell the most? Model 3 and Model Y. Which one of them more? Model Y. So take your best-selling cars. You don't need more than two options. All these Chinese factories that have 10,000 different options, they're all going to go bankrupt. All of them. They will and they should. So you give two great options. You have a set. Now, would I like a small hatchback? Yes, I would love that. And if Tesla will do it, it will be great. But the Model 3, the Model Y is your bread and butter. Start with the Model Y, the best-selling car in the world. People love that car. And do all these downgrades and save $7,000 to $10,000, which would be around $32,000. You are now opening market for people who would never consider buying a Tesla. Now, the other cars is for people who can afford it. A lot of people cannot, most people cannot afford cars $45,000. I mean, take the tax incentives, the prices are going to go up significantly. Like if there's no discounts right now, the Tesla Model 3 long range, okay, rear-wheel drive, $42,490. The long range all-wheel drive, $47,490. The performance, $54,990. Most people cannot afford this. Cannot. It's not going to happen unless Tesla's going to say we're going to eat the savings and the tax incentives, and we're going to do that. The Model Y with no tax incentives. There's only two trims in the United States with no tax incentives. The long range rear wheel drive, $44,990, $45,000. The long range, $49,000. Nobody can buy this. So let's say those prices stays and there's no income. There's no discount by Tesla, which is hard to believe. That's why these basic cars, these basic models, 32, 30, depending on the trim, will be an amazing opening. Now, by the way, not only the United States, throughout the world, tax incentives and incentives in general are going away. Absolutely going away. Let me know your thought. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.